Well, g'day there folks at home. Today we're going to be looking at this beautiful banksia bonsai. It's a new purchase of mine. I've only had it for a couple of months, but it's a 12-year-old tree, and there is, however, some serious issues that need to be fixed with it, and the main one is inverse taper. Now, in this tree there are multiple locations where there's 3 or more main branches coming from one spot. And what this does is it causes a knuckling effect. So here's an example here. Some parts of the tree there's 4 or 5 or 6 branches coming out, and you don't want that. With a bonsai, you want the base of the trunk to be the fattest and the strongest part, and as you work up the trunk towards the canopy, you want it to get thinner and thinner. So we're going to have to clear out some of these branches and reduce the canopy. It's going to look really different, so I hope you enjoy what it turns into because I like it a lot. Let me know your opinions on it. One last thing, we have gotten onto this before it's become too much of an issue, but if we leave it for another couple of years, it will really become imbalanced and will become quite serious. So in order for this bonsai to progress, we're going to have to make some big changes, and my goodness, by the end of the video, this tree looks very different. So here we go, let's get into it now. So what I'm going to be doing first is reducing the main bulk of the new growth, particularly in the canopy, and that's just going to allow me to see a little better. And I'm just going to be cutting back down to the first node. Like that. It's a very interesting species because some, from the one location you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves. And so here, for instance, there's 3 branches, and you know that's going to be an issue. And so I'm going to cut this one back here. So now there's only 2 branches from this location. Cut this one off because that's going to grow into this one here. So just reduce the canopy of the tree like this. Now the reason I can prune this back to the first node is because with this particular species, it'll actually shoot or give me 4 or 5 new branches from the first node. And that's heaps for me to work with, and then from there I'll just select 2 that I like and prune the other ones. See here, look, there's 2 branches that are crisscrossing. That is an absolute no-no. Here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 branches from one location. So I'm gonna have to get rid of 3 branches there. Here, there's 3 branches. Oh, you can't see with the leaf. 3 branches here, and this branch is just growing back above this one. So this is in no criticism of the last owner, but the pruning got a little bit slack, so we're going to have to get rid of a lot of these branches and things, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, in order for this tree to progress and develop nicely, you have to fix all the mistakes. So there was 5 branches from this location. I had to get rid of 4, and look at the knuckle it leaves, guys. So don't put more than 2 branches in one location because you'll get something like this knuckle here. This branch back here is growing straight into the trunk. So we're going to get rid of all of that. This branch here is growing and blocking the view of the trunk. So straight up, this one has to go. Freeze the trunk up instantly. Good decision. Now, I'll probably cut it back right here because it'll probably bulge if there's another main branch coming up from here. And we don't want another knuckle. There we go. It's off. But I'm liking it because you're able to see more of the trunk and you can see more of this bend up here. So I really like that. So yeah, let's keep going. Okay, so in this spot here, there's still 1, 2, 3, 4 branches. It's creating that knuckle. Can't have it. Get rid of this one. because it's straight, boring, and in the way. I took a break from the canopy of the tree and looked at the bottom branch, and it was a little odd to me. It kind of divided and fanned out into 5 different branches, so I wanted to reduce some of those. If I get rid of this middle one, it'll look like too much of a fork, and this one is growing towards us too much. One of them has to go. Now we'll head back to the top of the tree where we'll get rid of the rest of the branches where there's 3 from one location, causing that knuckling effect, and we'll get rid of anything that's growing in the wrong direction. And now time for the biggest cut of the day, getting rid of one of those main branches up the top because there's 3 there and it's beginning to knuckle. And unfortunately the one I had to take off was the front one, because on top of that front branch there was actually 5 branches dividing from that, and it gave it a really nasty knuckle. So I got rid of it, and I'm going to wire one of those back branches up for a new apex. And just a warning for any of you skilled bonsai artists out there, I'm definitely still developing the technique of wiring, so I didn't do the best job, but it'll still be practical and will do the tricks, so that's the main thing. Here I'm just wiring out a little baby branch, and that's going to fill in that void in between the canopy and that bottom branch there. And after 3 hours of thinking and pruning and some hard work, here's the final product. It's rather stripped back right now, but I do believe that in the future this bonsai will become a really, really beautiful tree.